All right, we have no tripod today, so we're going to have a couple reviews for you recorded. This one is Walt Simonson's Ragnarok, which is sort of like not Marvel Thor. If you don't know who Walt Simonson is, he did like the definitive Thor run back in the day, really opened up that series beyond anything else. And so him coming to these characters from this perspective is pretty neat. He's really made it into like a fantasy world where there's elves and unicorns and things like that, and it's pretty neat. So in the first couple volumes, you do really need to read those first because you see how Thor comes back as this kind of like undead creature who exists throughout this entire deal, and then shows up in here. Now, there are softcover and hardcover versions of this. I am a sucker for nice hardcovers, and this fits the bill, so I went with this. I would recommend doing the same, of course. Really love the construction of the book. Beautiful introduction about the mythology from Mr. Simonson. And then we get into the issues. Now, this is basically one knockdown, drag-out fight where he goes into hell, gets into one giant fight after another. You get Walt Simonson's traditional style. It's very colorful. It's very epic in scope. He loves these big sound effects in his things, and this goes back to his Thor run as well as this. And he goes in and makes this big fight. There's a couple of twists and turns in here, but it really is a pretty simple storyline at the end of the day, and this is going to make this review easy to gloss over on this level. And here's the deal. The first beginning of this Volume 1 was just absolutely brilliant. Volume 2 really picked up the pace also, but and you get this like world serpent sort of creature here through this. And everybody's dead or dying, and he's rescuing people from hell. We're getting back to this. Loki kind of gets introduced in here, which we didn't see in the first couple volumes. It's fun stuff. But here's the problem is the first ones were so emotionally just gripping. And this really just felt like a standard beat-em-up plot. So it wasn't quite as exciting as the others. There's a Mistress of Death here. And he enters in this deal, and she kind of tries to trick him, but he also tricks her. Gets pretty neat through there in order to resolve the plot. But again, there just wasn't a lot of depth to it compared to the others that came before. There's a nice gripping moment, and I guess I won't spoil that. In terms of Thor with one of his companions, which is really bizarre and neat. You can see everybody's got this like undead dead look, as I was talking about at the beginning of this. I love Walt Simonson's art. I think it's a lot of fun. It definitely adds to the story also. But overall, again, this just lacked something interesting that those first volumes had. There's a interesting double-page spread of explosion. Boom! That this one just doesn't. So, I don't know. It was kind of like a 7 out of 10, which is actually disappointing because the other first two were just so good. But it is definitely readable. Now, I understand that there's going to be 1 or 2 volumes left in this epic, according to Walt Simonson. So we'll see where this goes and how it develops from here. There's a sort of Usagi Yojimbo alt cover here. Bunch of covers in the back as far as the extras go. And there you go. That's the whole deal. So that's it. Volume 3. I just wanted a little bit more from the story, but you know what? It's still pretty good after all. So hit that like and subscribe button if you are reading this. Let me know what you think of the volume, and we will chat soon. See you, everybody.